I was going to college at University of California, Santa Barbara, and I was managing a restaurant while I was going to school, and they had a comedy night there, and the producers asked me if I wanted to try it. I'd always been a huge fan of comedy. You know, my whole life growing up, I loved it. I got scammed by Russell Simmons and combining those Def Comedy Jam VHSs, and I just was a huge fan. And then they asked me to try it, and I tried it, and I was like, all right, this is cool, this is fun, this is challenging, I want to do it. And it's one of those things that changes every single time you do it. You know, like, I think things are the same every single time. I tend to get maybe bored of, but things that change a little bit each time, I go, okay, this is exciting. So I want to do it there.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, sir. Thank you for coming.
Charlamagne.
Yo.
If you had 24 hours with Donald Trump, where would you take him and what would you do?
I would take him to like a hood in Brownsville, Brooklyn. You ever heard of Brownsville? Probably take him to the Pink House Projects. You know what I'm saying? And you know, that'll be the last meal ahead of Donald Trump.
I take him to Mexico. Go tell them to build a wall. See if that shit works.
That would work too.
As you guys come together, what has been like the best and worst thing about working together?
Well, we started at MTV too. You know, because you know we both started on the show Guy Code. I think we met. It was MTV. It was like a movie awards weekend or something.
Yep.
And you know, I mean, Schulz is my friend at the end of the day. Like, he's just somebody I like kicking it with. So I just felt like the podcast was a natural transition because Schulz has a POV outside of comedy that I think is interesting. It's annoying as fuck, but it's still interesting nonetheless. So I mean, we just decided to start doing the podcast.
We've been arguing for longer than the podcast.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like, this would just be like hour-long conversation, just arguing about shit, and then he just came up with the idea to do the podcast, and then
Well, actually, I got to give Chris the credit for that. Chris Moreau.
oh, he reached out to you. He did, yeah.
You gotta cut your dick off sometimes to commit.
Yeah, there you go.
Cut your dick off.
You gotta have some context
like a
for
true
that.
Jewish man.
Add some context for that, okay?
Get that circumcision.
I always talk about like transgenders, transsexuals. You're not a true woman until you cut your dick
We
off.
saw one at the airport today, this trans girl,
For real.
and they wouldn't let her in because I think the ID was when she was he. Yeah.
You got a Walmart the pussy though, did you?
No, she didn't have a pussy, but well, I don't really know. But she was crying. This is wax. Am I making this up or not? She was crying, and they had her in a little like middle section where there was just her and other people that weren't let into the UK, and it was fucked up, man.
I don't have no problem with that though.
Schulz, may I correct you on something?
Yeah.
Because obviously, again, Big Brilliant with his family listening from day dot.
Yeah.
Just so you understand this, man.
Yeah.
Obviously, I know you.
I already disagree with you.
No, you don't, man. You guys have this thing where
There
you
was
say.
too many condescending things in one sentence. May I correct you just so you understand? Let me explain.
No.
Immediately, I'm gonna say fuck you.
It's because you said the Jewish thing.
Yeah.
You know, some of us are circumcised too. Like, it's not just an American thing. You get me? Got that clean dick over here.
If you're Muslim, you're circumcised too.
Are you even really pressed?
Summer dick, huh? I am genuinely pressed.
You look like a
I am
killer.
genuinely pressed, man. I am genuinely pressed. Wait, just because you brought that up in it. It's because you brought that up.
What do you work for?
The DRP News.
Salute to DRP News.
That's
Shout
my
out
guy.
to DRP, man.
You know what? I might get sacked. Can I just get that on camera? Can you just say that again, please?
What's your name?
My name's Nathan, man.
Okay, got you. You ready?
Yeah, go on.
Salute to DRP News and one of their head journalists, Nathan. He's circumcised.
My guy! Charlamagne, the fucking god.
It's not actually who you interviewed, but like for you as a person, what was your best interview?
I don't know, man. That's such a tough question because honestly, the best interviews are the ones where I don't have to talk too much. If that makes any sense, you know what I'm saying? The best interviews are the guys who come prepared, like the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, the Dick Gregory's, the Michael Eric Dyson's, the Pastor Carl Lynch's. Like, they got something that they want to say already. All I gotta do is guide them, you know?
Dame Dash the idiot.
Dame Dash, you know? Dame Dash.
Do I think I'm funnier than Kevin Hart? No, Kevin's just so great, man. He's been a vet for so long. Like, there's different things. Like, you know, when it comes to funny, like Kevin is just this natural, funny guy. Like, you can put him in any situation, he's gonna find funny in it. He's got this great thing. I feel like I can do it well. I think that he's maybe a little bit more appropriate with his funny. You know, like Chris Rock and Kevin. Like, Chris Rock is funnier than Kevin to me, but Chris isn't for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So I think Kevin is just for more people. Maybe my brand of humor, I might like, I like a Chris Rock, I like, you know, Louis, I like those guys that are kind of pushing that, but I can't take away, dude, Kevin is just so, he's such a fucking talent, man. Like, when I see him in interviews, he's funnier to me than when I see the stand-up. You know, he'll just find something. So I got a lot of respect.
By the way, no white comedian has ever been asked that question. That's usually a question reserved for black comics. You're funnier than Kevin Hart.
I'm making change.
On all the time. And one day Bethany goes, you know, Charlamagne, you're like a smart, dumb person. She was like, you're like a brilliant idiot. And I'm like, oh shit. Like, I guess when she said it, it registered with me. I'm like, yo, brilliant idiot.
I immediately said no. I gotta make brilliant idiots. And I was like, that's bullshit. That won't catch on.
But now it makes perfect sense because nobody can judge us.
No, it's great.
We told y'all we idiots. So what? No, because that's the misconception that I go in on people. I don't go in on nobody. Like, I have honest conversation with people. I always ask the questions that I want to ask. I think that sometimes when it turns into an argument or it turns into like a hostile situation, then people say, oh, he went in. But no, I just asked the question. I asked Diddy today, did he have something to do with Tupac getting killed? Is that going in? No, it's just an honest question.
Charlamagne, just on the topic of you know, Angela Yee, you know, that beef that happened recently on the Breakfast Club, man. What's your take? How come she didn't get involved or anything like that, man? What happened?
Because nobody ever gets involved in my beefs. Yeah. The motherfuckers that's outside the radio station trying to jump me or coming to the radio station and yelling, screaming at me, ain't nobody backing me up.
That's a great question because Envy or Yee never are responsible for getting
Yeah, Wax. Wax is the muscle.
That's different though, actually.
Hey, Wax, to the club.
verbally speak.
Verbally.
Like the kind of position.
But like I told Angela Yee, you can't say what you want to say and not expect artists to respond. Like, that's whack. You know what I mean? To think that an artist doesn't have the right to not agree with what you said and to defend themselves. You're stupid if you're in this business and think that they can't say what they want to say to you, just like you can say what you want about them. So it comes with the territory. Nah, I mean, I take the good with the bad. Like, I appreciate that people give a fuck what I have to say. You know what I mean? I guess the only thing it makes me more aware of is, well, if I got that kind of voice, let me throw some positive shit out there, you know what I mean? Let me try to empower some people as well, you know?
Yeah, fuck Ebro, man. Fuck Ebro.
I don't even know who that is.
Yeah, that's right.
I think they're dope.
Will Wax ever become a permanent member of the Idiots?
He already is.
Yeah, man.
Teeth and toes.
We just don't let him talk too much for his own good.
This is something I'll never understand.
Nah.
Women love Wax.
We do, we really do.
Every episode he talks about how he raped somebody. I don't. At what point do we have to hold you responsible when you love the rapist? What the fuck is going on?
How much of a star do you think Taxstone can become?
Taxstone can be as big as a star as he wants to be. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of people will say Tax has a niche audience, but I don't believe that because I feel like Tax brings people into a world that they would never experience on their own. So I think people like to hear him tell that story the same way we like to hear Biggie tell that story. You know, Snoop tell us about the hoods on the West Coast. I think Tax does the exact same thing. So I tell Tax all the time, as long as you don't kill nobody, as long as nobody kill you, sky's the limit.
Share with us in England that we may not be in know of, that you've had run-ins or Wax up to fuck up a guy with his one glove.
Nah, they haven't been any, man, because why would I waste a good story? That's content.
Yeah.
Tell y'all everything. You know what I mean? And the main reason I like to tell everybody everything, because shit comes out regardless, you know what I'm saying? So I love when I tell y'all the story, it went exactly how I said it, and then y'all hear about it and be like, damn, I'm fucking with Charlamagne. He ain't had to tell us he got punched in the back of the head like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we ain't had no problem. That music thing is just so hard because you can give somebody an opportunity, and if things don't go their way, they put all the blame on you. Yeah. You know what I mean? But all I did was get you an opportunity. You know? So it's like, I don't know. If it got to a point where it was like, 8 or 9 really good artists in South Carolina, I would definitely do it. But if this dude in South Carolina right now named Jehovah, he's dope.
Schulz is looking at us like Schulz is looking at the same look.
I like it.
Since Drake has sent you bottles, yeah? Will Drake, since Drake sent you bottles, will Drake ever be featured on the Breakfast Club at one point?
That's up to him, man. Like, I don't have no control of any artist who comes to the Breakfast Club. If they want to come, they're more than welcome. You know, if they don't want to come, I don't give a fuck either way. We're gonna be alright. Integrity. You have to have integrity. You have to be honest with yourself. You have to be honest with the artist you're interviewing, and you have to be honest with the listeners. Like, I think we live in this era now where everybody feels like, let me ask the most shocking question, or let me say something to try to get under this individual's skin, but that's not good interviewing skills. That's not what journalistic integrity is about. Journalistic integrity is just about asking the most honest questions. And you don't gotta push. If an artist don't want to answer, fuck it, move on. Like when I asked Diddy today, so look, it's this documentary out saying that you had Tupac killed. Diddy was like, look, I'm not even gonna entertain the foolishness. You know what I mean? That's all he can say. I had one job to do, that was ask the question. I don't have to get an answer. That's my job, just to ask. I'm just giving something for the snap real quick. We're doing press here. All press in the UK. London. Just press right here.
Choice, or did you want to be doing anything else in another field beforehand?
I wanted to play in the NBA.
Yeah.
I think when you're a kid, that's all I wanted to do. I wanted to play in the NBA, and then I just stopped growing. And then I just, what happened? Yeah, I'm very happy with where I am.
You realize you're funny?
Yeah, I'm blessed, man. This is the best. Like,
Yeah.
you know, it's very easy to get frustrated in terms of like where you are in life when you think about what you have yet to achieve.
Mm-hmm.
But like every once in a while, I try to remind myself, just be like, whoa, you know, you're able to tell fucking dick jokes on the road all over the world, and
Yeah.
you're able to, you know, work with talented people you respect, and like, I'm super blessed. This is exciting. Granted, I wake up every morning like, fuck, look at all the shit I gotta do to be happy or fulfilled or whatever the fuck that shit is. But if I can sit down and go, man, I've accomplished this much, I do feel really good. I'm happy about that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm literally doing everything I wanted to do. I mean, when I started off as an intern in 1998, I said I wanted to be one of the biggest radio personalities on the planet. And then as time went on, I said, yo, I want to be one of the biggest multimedia personalities on the planet. So I just feel like everything I'm doing now is just going to take me to different levels of what I'm doing, whether it's, you know, radio, whether it's like, you know, the Breakfast Club's nationally syndicated in 40 markets. I got my own TV show, Uncommon Sense, on MTV2, plus numerous other shows I appear on. I got a book coming out next year. I'm producing television shows, so I'm able to put other people in positions.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm doing everything I wanted to do and more. Like things I didn't even think about are happening now. I'm like, oh shit.
Oh, I forgot to let you guys know. Flash, what was the score of that game? What was that score? 7-1. I washed. It was in San Francisco.
Wax, you might as well go to the UFC, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you could beat me that.
Good.
Come on, bro. But basketball, you
I
know.
like knocking people out in the street. These are fun.
So yeah, whoever wants it, man, I'm absolutely down to do that shit. I don't give a fuck.
Wax, being a man that likes to play in shit, obviously, as we know.
I don't like to play in shit. I like to see people touch it.
No, but obviously, Charlamagne.
Let me hear what you want.
Playing shit can be misconstrued in a lot of different ways.
Yesterday, Charlamagne gave, was it Masiko, whatever her name is, the girl donkey of the day,
Yeah.
for doing the shit and putting it in her
Hey,
bag.
y'all heard that?
Did that turn, of course, man. Did that turn you on? Is that right up your street?
Shit don't make me turn you on. Listen, I told God one day, if you get me out of this charge, I'm not gonna beat nobody up no more.
Amazing
There you go.
grace.
And I told him that I wasn't gonna beat nobody up no more, so I said, let me figure out something else to do to him. So I just started putting shit on him.
All right, fair enough.
For me, I am a proud American because I don't have no other motherfucking choice. I'm me, you know. But I do feel like I wish, and this is just me speaking, I wish America would stop butting into other countries' business so much and focus on what's going on at home in America. Like, we got shit in America that is fucked up, that almost looks like a third world country. People are impoverished. I wish we spent more time at home protecting what's going on in America than we did trying to protect other countries. Because you can't help nobody until you help yourself, right? That's what I was always taught.
I think it's, you know, geopolitics are tough, man. Like, if you really want to look at like what fucked up Africa, what fucked up the Middle East, you really got to look into English and French policies, right? Like just carving up the entire continent, not even thinking about tribal warfare and being like, no, you guys live here now, even though you guys hate each other. So that's the problem before the problem. You know, American, God, how do I say it?
Say it like it is.
You know, it sucks, but here's the thing. America is an easy scapegoat, you know? Like, there's a lot of things America does, like even for England, that most people here don't realize. You know, it's like, yeah, you guys have health care because you don't got to protect the water. Who protects the water for you? We do. You know what I mean? You like getting shit through the water. Well, you're welcome. So you got health care and I don't have health care. But I got leverage over you because I protect your water. You know what I'm saying? So if you need ships, so there's a lot of things that go into this situation. Of course we don't want other people to have advanced ships, right? Because we want to protect trade. That gives us leverage. Of course we don't want China breaking into the sea out there because a lot of ships go through there. We want to be the only one there protecting that area. You know, so there's a lot of different things that go into it. It's so hard for us to go, hey, America's fucked up. This is fucked up. Do we have fucked up policies? Yes. Do Americans, one, vote for those policies? No. Do they care about those policies? No. You know what I mean? There's a huge difference between Americans and American government. And if you notice right now, Americans are not voting for establishment politicians. They're voting for Trump and they're voting for Bernie, right? Which are like the two most politicians there are. And that just shows that we're fed up with the way that we're maybe handling ourselves and handling the world. We're like, I'm fed up with politics. We're done. So it's a difficult question, but good one, man. You guys are the media, right? This is the media. You need to start calling out rappers for how sensitive they are.
Meek Mill.
Not all of them. All of them are sensitive because they're artists. Realistically, they're artists. A lot of these guys, they talk a lot of gunplay, but like there's a lot of creativity in them, and they're sensitive individuals, you know. So, but when you're crying about somebody saying the line was whack, it's like call them out of it. It's like people aren't. Not everybody's gonna like it. You can't beat up everybody who doesn't like it.
I mean, the thing about being an artist, though, man, once you do art, you create it, you release it to the world, it's not yours anymore.
It's vulnerable.
You're giving it out for public consumption. So once you give it out for public consumption, the public can have an opinion about it. And that opinion may not be something that you want to hear, but that's just the way it goes.
You must get those phone calls a lot then. Obviously, I know you say Lil Wayne's representatives have called you in the past saying he wants to make a comeback. And
yeah, I don't get them much anymore though, because they're like, you know what, man, we done tried to beat this motherfucker up. We done tried to do this, we done tried to do that. He still says what he wants to say, so fuck it.
Has there been anyone that we don't know that's called you up like, hold back on the critique?
No, who'd I tell y'all? Lil Wayne's peoples, Jay who?
Prince.
Jay Prince called me one time.
Patti LaBelle's son.
But I mean, I was talking about fucking his mom. Wouldn't you call somebody else?
Hey, listen, man, I ate no party the other day. I got imported from America. That shit tastes good, man.
What, Patty's pussy?
Yeah, man, shit tastes sweet.
No, Patty Pies.
I got a pie imported from America.
Oh, I'm about to be mad.
I don't know what's going on right now. Yes, we are.
What do you think of the British culture? Do you like us as much as Drake likes us? Would you want to come over and
You need to spread out your roads, yo. There's barely one lane out here.
I do like British.
Come on now. How do you colonize the whole world and didn't think anybody would come back?
I do like British culture. I keep telling myself I gotta come here and stay for like more than 2 days at a time. I want to stay for like a week or something. But then I saw Top Boy and I was like, you know what? I don't really know if I want to kick it around here. It's crazy.
Where have you eaten? Where have you gone out?
Nando's.
Oh, startup podcast. Stop calling it a startup. You know, now you're
Act like you've been here, bro.
Yeah, fake it till you make it. And then absolutely do that. If you don't have somebody famous that you're doing it with, i.e. Charlamagne the God, I would try to get a famous guest, not necessarily just to interview him, but someone who's on your level, and then you can kind of use that as a platform to get there. You know? Yeah, for a drop, sure. Charlamagne, would you like to begin?
What's the name of it?
The Unoriginal Podcast.
The Unoriginal Podcast?
I like it.
Gonna make it.
I like it. Yes. Yeah, you called yourself out. It's washed. It's Wale's washed.
It's power in the name. He can't be it. The Wale's already established. This is an inside conversation. I was telling Wale that he needs to name his new mixtape Wale Sucks or Wale's Washed, because everybody, that's what people say about Wale. No matter what, Wale can put out the hottest shit. He just got a crowd of people that hate him. So I'm like, just own it. Eminem and 8 Mile yourself. You know what I'm saying? Say everything about yourself that somebody could say. You take the power out of it.
That's what he did.
No, because you don't know him.
How do you know he's not huge in Ireland? This guy's the biggest thing in Ireland. It's the biggest
Why you asking us how to start up a podcast then? You good.
Schulz, do you regret opening your relationship up on the podcast?
Do I what?
Do you regret opening up your relationship?
Fuck yeah, never again.
Never again.
Never again will I do that. That was the worst fucking thing ever.
Why do you think you did that without, did you not think how big the podcast was going to be?
You know what, two things. One, like as a stand-up, there's this culture of like you just kind of share everything, you know, and that's easier in jokes because it's more consolidated, right? I'm just doing it in comedy clubs. But I didn't realize how personal your connection with like I realized how personal connection with the people of podcasting is. You're talking every week, you know what I mean? And but the reason I wouldn't do it anymore twofold. One, I like having, I think you need to have something private in your life. You need to have something for yourself, be it your family, your kids, or, you know, a relationship, something you can leave entertainment and go to, you know, your own bat cave or whatever the fuck it is. And then two, the pressure. Like, when you're in a quote-unquote public, whatever relationship, and people know, all of a sudden I like a picture, motherfuckers are screenshotting me liking a picture, sending it to her. It's just too much pressure. You know, you gotta be happy. Like that Kalani shit. Like every picture she posted with her and Kyrie is the happiest thing in the world. It's not fucking happy. And there's an expectation for you to be happy. So I'll never be.
Never do that again.
Never again, man.